forever. Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get.
Good
Never say
afternoon.
never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your
Fellow
fit.
fanatics. You know what I mean? It's the Fanatical Massholes show. You know what it is. You know what we do on this show. Like I said, this ain't the barbershop. They already do that. This ain't the water cooler at your job. They already do that. We just two brothers in front of our cameras, in front of our phones, MacBook, whatever the case is, talking on talk. Buckle up. Thank y'all for joining us. You know what I'm saying? I got my man Insane Lex with me. It's your boy Mizzo. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Same old, bro. It's a good weekend. My Bucks is on a 5-game, possibly a 5-game win streak, 4-1-4 all day. I just had to throw that in, but you know what I mean? It's all good, though. It's all good, though. But, hey, I just want to say, y'all, we ain't forgot about our bro, Pac-Man Arlen. You know what I'm saying? He kind of hung over or whatever, but we'll get his ass next time.
Yeah, he'll get right. He's missed the last couple, but he'll be back on. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. We all together. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. This show, straight drive viral. You know what I mean? But yeah, whatever, man, about your Bucks, though. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what I mean? Next question. Yo, but yeah, we got a good show for y'all today, though, man. We're gonna get into some NBA. You know what I mean? They're looking to change the rules. So we'll talk about that if it's good for the game. Court storming. You know what I mean? In college sports, should it be banned? You know what I mean? And we'll also get into Rasheed Wallace says that the Duke Blue Devils in college basketball are not a blue blood school. I definitely disagree. Seeing as I'm a Duke fan, but I disagree anyway. So we're gonna get into that. Yeah. We're definitely gonna get into the Cam Newton issue. You know what I'm saying? Before we do that, let me take my sponsors. Looking to get a plate? Hit up Timothy Brumfield, Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. You know what I mean? He's also Timothy D. Brumfield on Facebook. He's caters. Any type of plate you're looking for. But what he specializes in, fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, just plain baked macaroni and cheese, Cajun wings. He's got all that. He's at Worcester State. I'm sorry, not Worcester. I keep saying that. He's at Quinsigamond Community College out here in Worcester for the whole semester. Go hit him up. Every Thursday, you can go catch him. Go get a plate. You're looking to get some clothes? Hit up my man Charles Price, a.k.a. Seeds Black, Young Fly Forever, Young_Fly_Forever 508 on Instagram, www.youngflyforever.com. Got clothes. Again, they got joggers, you know what I mean? The whole track suits. They got suits for men. They got clothes for kids, all that. Hit them up. You know what I mean? You will not be disappointed with either one of these gentlemen. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the damn movement. All right, let's get into it, Lex. So, it's circulated. Cam Newton gets into a brawl on his 7-on-7 camp.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're watching it happen, you're like, for real? This is really happening right now? Like, y'all really fighting with Cam Newton, or he's fighting with them, whatever the case is. Been conflicting stories. Well, Cam Newton apologized. The other party, the people who did it, apologized. I just don't even know how it got this far. It's a black guy. It's a shame, you know what I mean? Especially in our community, because you know how sometimes they look at us anyway. And I'm not trying to make the race card. That's not what I'm trying to do. But still, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the first thing a lot of people said. Shannon Sharp said it. This wouldn't have happened at Peyton Manning's camp. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all sitting there really banging out. Like, not really.
But yo, I'm first. Let me say this. Just shout out to Cam Newton because he held his own. Them dudes who tried to attack him didn't even they ain't even give a scratch. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, I said this on Straight Drop Viral. I said it on Yo Show Fanatical. You know what I'm saying? People do shit to get certain attention. I think that was planned. You know what I mean? And, you know, Shannon Sharp had a good point. You know what I'm saying? If that was a Peyton Manning thing, would nothing have happened like that. But for some reason, with our people, everything is about clout right now. You know what I'm saying? How long has this been? He's been doing this camp for some years now. He ain't never had an issue, right?
I mean, he got into it last year with a young kid, basically talking about like Super Bowl rings and things like that. And Cam Newton kind of fired back at him, basically said, "Yo, my nuts," or something like that, or you know, what do you got, or what's your stats? I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what he said, but yeah, he's not to this extent. So no. So to answer your question, I made that real long when I shouldn't have paused. No, he hasn't gotten to nothing physical. Never anything physical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to think, like, bro is giving back. Like, always see what our people, and this is kind of fucked up to say, whenever we try to give back, it always end up with some type of bullshit that come about with it. You know what I'm saying? And people not looking at the bigger picture. But, you know, we the type of people that always stay ready for anything. You know what I mean? So, yo, if he issued an apology, I can understand it just because of the figure that he is and how much he puts back into a community. But as far as them other dudes, I think it was more calculated just for them to get some type of shine. Like they gonna try to shine off of that. You know how we are. You know what I'm saying? Any little bullshit that comes along, you know what I'm saying? Because I watched the video and I looked at the comments. I seen the comments was kind of like 50-50. Some was rolling with Cam Newton for defending himself, of course, but then they trying to defend the cats that went ahead and jumped him because of a so-called issue, which I haven't really seen. What was the issue for them to even do that?
I think for what the other gentleman, I don't know his name, so I'm not gonna mess his name up. I think he's a coach too on the opposing team, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just words was exchanged. I don't know if it was social media or whatever the case is. Obviously, Cam, it was in Atlanta. Cam's from Atlanta. Cam Newton, I should say. So words were exchanged, I guess. And it just escalated when the way that should have. And the man that what it happened with says Cam Newton tried to grab for his brother, and that's when the altercation started. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it should have never got this far. They both have apologized. It's time to move on. I just want to talk about it basically to say, look, we can't let this get to this point again, man. Like, it's got to get to the point. We got to stop. Like, things like this. We just talked about it. The Chiefs parade. Somebody shot it up. Like, these are events for kids. And this sports is the one thing that we actually can agree on in this country where we all come together. Even it's to hate the other side. And it's not a hate. It's a playful hate. You know what I mean? It's a respectful hate. But it's something that we all come together at. But now you get to the point where we can't even come together at sporting events where there's now the shootings and you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We got to get it together, man. We just got to get it together. That's all I'm saying. They apologize. It is time to move on. But I'm saying it's a black guy. It looks bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cam takes his time out to do this. You know what I mean? For free. He ain't. I don't think anybody's getting charged for this. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have went that far. Even if he escalated it, cool. But it still shouldn't have went that far. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even have pulled up. If it was really that serious, the way dude was making it seem, you shouldn't even have pulled up to the damn event. You know what I mean?
If you came with that energy already, or if you had that energy before you even was going to go there, what was the point of even going there?
Right, because it's not it's not always about like we just got to get out that pride. Yo, nah, you disrespect me, so I'm gonna pull up. Like, bro, this is about the kids. It's not about you right now. This is about the kids. It wasn't about you or Cam Newton. This is about the kids on that day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Anyway, it's just crazy. But all right, next topic. So, NBA, switching gears of basketball, the NBA is thinking about switching up the league rules. You know what I mean? Switching up the rules to make the game more physical, I should say, or just more where the defense kind of can do their thing. Because it seems that when you watch these games, there ain't nobody playing defense. It doesn't look like that. And there's so much more scoring. And the All-Star game was kind of the thing where everybody was just like, yo, hell, you know what I'm saying? You laugh because the All-Star game was kind of where everybody was like, man, this is it. Enough's enough. 211 points to 180 something. Like, yo, come on, man. That's 400. That's damn near 400 points. That's 400 points scored.
So what you saying is if they changing the rules, are we talking about going back to 90s NBA where it's more physical?
I don't think we should go that far. You know what I mean? I don't think.
Come on.
Well, listen. Look. Listen. You fans went away when it was 75, 70 games. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wanted to see them games. Nobody wanted to see the 88, 87s. I don't mind the 95, 91, 100 to 102 type. You know what I mean? If the game's low hundreds, mid 90s, low hundreds, I think that's perfect for the NBA.
Right.
But these games is 120 every night. You know what I mean? 130, 140. I mean, come on, man. The Celtics put up 150 on a team.
So they need to ease up on the rules and let them bros get physical and really play.
A little bit, yes. I think. Look, okay. So what would you think they should do? So that some people are proposing hand checking. You know what I mean? Bringing back the hand check. Well, basically, you can kind of guide them and steer them. But I think the players are athletic. Well, they can kind of maneuver through that. You know what I'm saying?
But then you had a lot of offensive fouls being called because you might have a motherfucker tap their hand away or do a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? But it makes you play harder, it's more physical, and it makes you smarten up a little bit, man.
Yeah. Okay, so here's some of the rules they're talking about. Shout out to Hoops Hype Official too. That's where I got the story from. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. So here's some of the potential rules. Abolish the defensive 3-point second rule. Basically, that just means The defender can't really camp in the. So if your defender leaves you and he camps and he comes in the lane, he just kind of sits there. You can't sit in there for 3 seconds. You got to bounce in and bounce out. You can't just stay in there. But they're saying they should allow him to stay there. That way, there's more of a rim protector. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. I mean,
no. They need to have it where you got to. I know what rule you talking about. Like they need to. Yeah, you got to bounce up out of there.
I don't like that one. You know what I mean? I think they should keep the defensive 3 second rule. Play defense again. Now, if you want to sag back, if you know, say your brother can't shoot like that, all right, I'm gonna play off him. But you can't just sit in the damn lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, nah,
right.
I'm good. I'm not good with that. Once the ball strikes the rim, any player can touch the ball, can play the ball. I don't think I like that either. Like,
that shit don't even.
That's kind of European style though. Like if it bounces off the rim, it hits the rim, you can take it off the rim. Like, let me get that and keep going. You know what I mean? And do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. But in the NBA, that's equal on both sides. You can't do it offensively or defensively. So I like it like that. I don't think that rule should be changed.
Okay.
The take fouls. I mean, that's I like to take fouls because I don't like the teams that foul. I don't like when teams foul to stop a fast break. That's basically what a take foul is. You stopping the fast break.
I mean, but it's part of the game.
Nah, man, don't stop the fast break, man. Man. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. All right, how about this? You get don't abolish the take fouls. I think they're there, but you get like say 3. You get 3 the whole game. If you commit 3, then that's a technical foul.
Oh, you saying for them to limit?
Yeah. Again, but I'm saying now the take fouls is if they found us if they deem it to be a take foul. You get the ball. I think you get 2 shots and the ball. You know what I mean? The team does. I don't think you should do it automatically. I think after 3 times you should do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the idea of you stopping a fast break. If we got a fast break, don't stop me. We're gonna take foul. Now I can't, you know what I mean? Now I can't push the ball up the court.
We don't need that point against us, though. We don't need that point against us, though. So slow that shit down.
Again, you know what? Okay, here's what I would compare it to. Football, no huddle. You know the team about to score on you. They moving the ball up and down the field. Defensive player lays down. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's faking his injury, but he's laying down like, yo, let me stop the whole damn play. Let me stop their momentum because they going no huddle on us. We tired. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it is to me. I think so, and I think if that's allowed, I think people are saying, well, then let the take foul be allowed. You know what I mean? It's part of the game, like you said.
I got you. I see where you're going with it.
Next one we just talked about, bring back hand checking. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. I'm not against it. I'm with you. You can do that. I just think I don't know if it's gonna help defensively, but I'm cool with that.
You can get closer.
Yep. Here's the next one. If the ball handler intentionally initiates contact with a defensive player, there should be a no call or an offensive foul. That I definitely agree with. I'm tired of these like the Trae Youngs and all that. No disrespect to Trae Young, but he foul hunts like a mother. He stayed running up into the defender and you know what I mean, and getting these foul calls. Nah, bro, you forcing the contact. No. You should not. That should not be a foul. You don't got to call it offensive foul, but it's a no call. I'm with you. Like let's start. Let's stop blowing the whistle for everything. You know what I mean? There's too many ticky-tack calls. One person also said something. The last one they said was increase the foul limit from 6 to 8. No, 6 fouls is good enough.
Hell no.
6 fouls is good enough.
Six is good enough. Yeah.
One thing that shout out to Alan Hahn too, Barton Hahn, good show on ESPN Radio. 12 to 3. He said he brought up an idea that I liked. He said, stop calling fouls away from the ball. I'm tired of that shit. Like, bro, that got nothing to do with the ball. Focus on the person with the ball. Now, again, if you totally mug the person, I got it. But if it's a little ticky-tack and they kind of hand gesturing, hand fighting on another side of the play, they ain't got the ball yet, don't call that. That's not a foul. You know what I'm saying? It's not a foul. No, we don't want street ball because I get street ball and organized basketball is 2 different things. But at the same time, there's got to be some physicality.
We need to start a petition on them bringing it back how the playoffs used to be back in the 90s.
What was that?
5 that first round, then 7 and 7.
I like 7. I like all 7s, man. I'm good with that.
That's too much fucking basketball. That's too much. They playing
playoffs though.
They play the hardest. When that first, think about it, bro. I'm just gonna jump on this right quick, and then you can go ahead.
Go ahead.
The playoffs in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
When that first round was 5 games, you played the hardest, the most physicalist game as you could just to get past that first round. That's when I say, like you said, they scoring like 200 something points. you was damn near too tired or just trying to get that game or playing so hard where it was just like every point was earned. You dig what I'm saying? So I think they need to start that and bring that back. Since they want to change these rules and make it more physical, where like you said, it's a defensiveless as game now for them to be scoring all them points. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring back that first round 5 games and then everything else 7. That's what I'm going with.
I like that argument, but I would just say, here's my counter. The players don't play all 82 games anyway, so you might as well keep the 7 there. It ain't like they play all the damn games. I mean, they playing 60 games at most. You know what I mean? 65. Right. Some of them playing 70. So that's why there's a 7-game series. I mean, you're rested, bro. You can play 7 throughout. You're well rested. Now, I do think the game. I was gonna say, you know what? I don't like the back-to-backs. I think if they did it like every other day, that would be cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 1 or 2. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be. If it's a back-to-back, your back-to-back should probably be like, it should be regional. So if the Lakers are playing in Boston, they play in New York the next day. You see what I'm saying? If they playing in Miami, they play in Orlando. If it's going to be a back-to-back, they play in Orlando the next day. So you're not really traveling too far. You can take the damn bus. You can just jump on a team bus and just drive there. You know what I mean? From either Miami or Boston, New York. Boston, New York it's about 4 hours. You know what I mean? Because from Worcester, it's like 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, you could take a plane. You'll be there in 30 minutes from Boston. You know what I mean? To New York. Or you can me either way. So I think that, like, limit the back-to-backs. And if you're going to have back-to-backs, don't have them where he's going from Charlotte to Denver. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're in Denver, then if you're going to do a back-to-back in Denver, then you play in Utah the next day. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I got you.
And it's something like that. If you play the Warriors in a back-to-back, then you go play in Sacramento the next night because that's Northern California. That makes, you know what I mean? That makes, to me, that just makes more sense. If you're, so something like that. And obviously so on and so forth. If you're Texas, you'll know if you play Dallas, you play Houston the next night, or and then play in San Antonio. So yeah. So say if you're playing one of the teams from Texas, you just do it all right there in that same vicinity, that same time. So all right, I'm playing Houston today. If you want to do the back-to-back, we play Dallas tomorrow. Then we play San Antonio the next 2 nights later. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And the same thing kind of go around. That's what I would do, kind of. And and that'll keep players more fresher. They might want to play more games, and we can keep that 7-game series. But I'm not opposed if they bring it back down to 5. I just like 7 better. You know what I mean? More basketball, because you know how that is. All right. What we gonna do here? Yeah, let's take a break. We're gonna take a quick break. Come back after this. You will get into what Rasheed Wallace said about Duke Blue Devils not being a blue blood college. Let me say that 3 times fast. We're gonna also get into the court storming. And obviously, Bozo, you know how it is on the Fanatical Massholes show. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Bring you right back. Lex, Miz. Right back after this. Fanatical Massholes.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up, yo.
Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Welcome back to the show. Insane Lex, your boy Mizzo, still out here rocking with y'all. All right, let's jump back in. Let's jump right back into it. Rasheed Wallace, we talked about him a few weeks ago, about a month ago, you and I, when he talked about how AAU's messing up the game, and we agreed with him. Today, I'm going to disagree with him, though. Today, I'm going to disagree with him. Because he talked about a team that's my team, Duke Blue Devils. Yes, on this one, I'm a front runner. I started watching them in the 90s when they was winning championships, and I liked them, and I rocked with them ever since. So, yes, on this one, you can call me a front runner. I don't care. But anyway, he says that the Duke Blue Devils are not a blue blood school because they don't have any championships outside of Coach K, which Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski. So here's what he said. He said, let me just make sure I get this right. And shout out, courtesy, I got this from the Basketball Network. See what he says. Hold on. So here he goes. He says, Duke try to say they're blue blood. This is on his podcast. That's what Sheet said. Does Duke have any rings outside of Coach K? I don't think so. We got 3, though. We got 3 or 4 outside of Dean Smith. So let me see. He's got a point that they don't have any rings outside of Coach K, but they have 5 championships.
As far as
You know
with
what
the
I mean?
school, right?
Yes, they've been to at least 10 Final Fours. I mean, I don't understand how can you say that they're not a blue blood school? Like it doesn't. He's won in the
Or is he
90s,
or is he
2000s, and the
talking about?
2010s. What's up?
But I'm saying though, I was kind of confused on the article. Was he talking about players that actually got pro rings that came from different coaches? Because he was talking about Dean Smith.
Yeah, D. Smith coached North Carolina. That's obviously that was the college. You know what I mean? Duke's rival. She
Okay.
went to North Carolina. So
Right, right,
what
right,
he's saying is that they won with Dean Smith. Dean Smith won championships with North Carolina, and then they won after him with Roy Williams. With Roy Williams, he won a championship.
right,
He won 2 championships.
right,
2 or 3. No, he won 3. Did he win 3? He won like 2 or 3. Anyway, yeah, no, he won 3. Roy Williams won 3 championships with North Carolina. So I mean, and then they got to the Final Four and almost won with Hubert Davis. So that's what he's trying to say. But and then you look at he didn't include UCLA as in the blue blood category either, even though UCLA's got 11 national championships. Now
That's true.
UCLA has not won it since the 90s with Ed O'Bannon and them. 1994, I believe it was. 94 or 95 was when they last won a championship.
Right.
He's been to a few Final Fours though. So, I mean, look, I don't know. I think he's off. I just think you can't say, yeah, you can say because they haven't won outside of Coach K. That's a good argument, but it's really not though, because they're second. They're tied for, I'm sorry, they're tied for fourth, I'm sorry. They're tied for fourth all time among schools with national championships.
Right.
They have 5. UCLA
Right.
has 11, Kentucky has 8, North Carolina has 6, Duke, Indiana, and UConn have 5, and Kansas has 4, Villanova has 3. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I don't, yeah, man. I can't get on board with what he's saying, bro. Even if I wasn't a Duke fan, I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really buying that. Like, look, we can go win percentage. Duke is 4th all time win percentage. Even though, yes, they were
Right.
all, most of them were Mike Krzyzewski. They have 2,273 wins to 920 losses. You know what I mean? They got notable stars that made it to the league. You know, from Grant Hill, Christian Laettner, Jay Will, Jason Williams, Carlos Boozer, Shane Battier. I mean, they got stars. Jason Tatum, right? Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like they got stars, bro. You know what I
He
mean?
pretty much was just talking his shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I remember him being with the Tar Heels and all that, you know what I'm saying, making a big fuss down there, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I don't know. I think maybe you got to think about it. Maybe he just say that because, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT went there. You know what I'm saying? He could rep that as far as like that. You know what I mean? That's what
it's definitely that in-state hate. They're bitter rivals. You know what I mean? They're only
yeah,
they're
hell
right up the
yeah.
road from each other. That
Because
was
I ain't
definitely
gonna
that
lie.
rival
The
hate.
only motherfucker I remember from Duke, if we talk about that, what's the white boy name?
Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner. Yeah,
Christian
and
Laettner.
Grant was
Grant
Grant
Hill.
Hill in them too?
Yep. Yeah. You with the
Yeah.
dude. Yep.
Yeah. I remember them too. Yeah.
No
So I
doubt.
don't know. That was a big rivalry though. He could just be talking his shit.
I mean, listen, yes, if you talk about players from both schools, you definitely giving the edge to North Carolina. Even without Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got Vince Carter. You got Anton Jameson. You got Rasheed Wallace. I mean, they got
Michael
stars.
Jordan.
Yes. Plenty of them. Plenty of them. James Worthy. You know what I mean? James Worthy went to North Carolina. I mean, so yeah, like you definitely can't say that. Now, Jason Tatum's about to make a case to say he might make it a little more where Jason Tatum's nice, man. He's gonna go down as one of the greats. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But yeah, I just agree with him. Like I said, so Duke is 4th in wins. North Carolina's 3rd. So he's got the edge in everything. They got the edge in championships and obviously wins. But just because they didn't win outside of Coach K, I don't see them not being blue bloods. Duke is a blue blood. I don't care what the hell Rasheed Wallace say. Duke's a blue blood. You know what I mean? I disagree with him totally on that. All right. Moving on. So now, court storming. How you feel about court storming? The fans storming the court. NFL.
I mean, I always thought, I mean, I've seen it in football, but the football ones, it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's more spread out. The basketball ones look like I could see people getting trampled over and getting fucked up at a basketball one because it's a more smaller area that they just running through. A football one, I ain't never really seen. I mean, the players ain't got really worried about getting hurt. They got pads on and shit. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the college ones, I seen them take down a whole field goal
Goalpost.
post. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit like that. But a basketball one, I've had seen because that made me look up some things on YouTube where people that got trampled over or ran over and shit like that. So I think they kind of need to, put that to rest, man. Like if they got some, you know how the football do, like if they win a championship or something and they let people come on the field and it's more like organized, that's
Right.
cool.
Right.
I think the college level, they need to do that where it's more organized, where they could come out instead of just letting them run out there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I like that. Yeah, because this basically stems from we talked about it a couple shows ago with Caitlin Clark when she ran into the fan who stormed the court, and we
Right.
put that on Caitlin Clark, and I'm gonna put it on even though Cal Duke's he's on my team. Duke, he was walking off the court, and the fan kind of hit his leg. People say he kicked his leg and all that. I don't think he did that, but whatever. As you can see, as he go to step, fan champ hits him. They got to come and he has to limp off the court. He played. He wound up playing. He didn't miss any time, but that's kind of that's kind of where it's coming to a head now. Where everybody's starting to talk about it. Where you see Caitlin Clark get hurt, Kyle Filipowski get hurt, and now the question's been brought up, but now it's really starting to take a main stage where everybody's talking about it. It's become a big topic of conversation. So I wanted to
Right.
address it and see how you thought about it. I mean, I'm with you. Like I don't think they should stop it, but there's got to be a way to do things more organized. I don't know why we act like we can't do things organized in this world. Not just
Yeah,
America,
I mean,
everywhere.
as long as
Like, we can
they,
be more organized.
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
because I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you ever been in like a crowd, like I done been in a nightclub where something was going down, you got like hundreds of people trying to run towards the exit, and people falling, slipping on liquor, getting ran over, you know what I mean? So I think they should keep it, just organize it a little bit better. Where if the team wins, yo, this section can come out first, y'all stand right here. You know what I mean? Because to me, the college football one seemed a little bit, but like I said, it's more of a bigger space where
Right.
it's more spread out, you know what I'm saying, than a basketball one. So they just need to, you know what I'm saying, just structure it a little better, but keep it going, showing that team spirit.
Right, yeah. Just find a way to get the players out before they storm the field, storm the court, field, wherever the case is. Just there's better ways to do it. I mean, I know somebody said something about I don't know, like put like another minute on the clock once like after the game's over with. You know what I mean? Let the players get off and then let the fans storm the court. You know what I mean? But who's gonna wait? Like, what fan's gonna wait for that? Wait a minute,
Man,
they're gonna rush the court anyway.
yo, the NCAA makes a lot of money. They can put some good security up in there that'll hold them until the players get off the court or get away from the melee, and then let them go get on the court and do their thing, man. They can do that.
Absolutely. All right, I like that. Next topic, quick topic. So this guy, I don't know if I want to call him a bozo, but he just it was weird. So shout out to where'd I get this from? Entirely.nba, got it off IG. So shout out to them. So former Sixers executive and Grizzlies scorekeeper admits to boosting stats in the 90s. Alex Rucker said he boosted stats for players like John Stockton. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can cue him up. Hold on one second.
I left there clearly understanding that, yes, we are supposed to create the most accurate representation we can, but the NBA is also an entertainment business, and it's up to us, in very small part, as statisticians, to support or reinforce stars and excitement and fun. And that message was definitely reinforced internally within the Grizzlies. My job is to create the most accurate, historical record of what occurred in a game. And I learned very quickly that was not the prevailing viewpoint. I went to the training in Detroit. Part of this training is they would show us video clips. They show a Stockton to Malone clip, and there's a discussion, and that wasn't an assist; it was a pass. And then Malone dribbled a couple times, pump fake, and then made a tough shot, and that's great. But like that's to me not. I didn't. There's no real connection. There's no causal connection between the pass and the basket. And the majority opinion by a mile was, oh no, that's definitely an assist. I said, what? I thought it's John Stockton. I left there.
All right.
Yeah.
So I tried to start it over, like I caught it in the middle. Go ahead, bro. What you gonna say?
Listen, as a fan of the NBA since I was a kid, and specifically they bring up John Stockton's name, this sounds like somebody is just trying to be petty. Because I think he's it might have got passed. I think at one time he was the all-time assist leader for some years.
Yeah, I think he still is.
He still is, ain't he?
Yeah, he still is.
So this sound like somebody being petty, bro. This sound like somebody being petty as fuck, dog. Because he been that dude. Like I remember that squad that the Utah Jazz had, like John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, Karl Malone. You know what I'm saying? Like he was throwing that ball. Now they saying they juking stats. I don't know. It sounds like somebody just want to be petty right now.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't. Why now, man? Damn. Why
Yeah,
30 years later, man?
Yeah, dog.
Why 30 years later do you come out with this now? Say you boost the stats and all that. Like, man, stop it, man. Listen, anything, a lot of things can be interpreted as, well, hey, this was sometimes they do it in baseball. This is a hit. This isn't a hit. Well, why? You know what I mean? But we know it's clearly a hit. But sometimes say if it's an error and they give him a base hit, but it's really an error. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens, man. Like,
dude.
You didn't boost. Yeah. You didn't boost the stat. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, boosting stats, but that team had a legacy. I feel like it's fucking over more of the legacy that the Utah Jazz had at that time. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't get no ring. They didn't get no rings.
No rings, no.
The stats though, bro, was damn dog. See, that fucks up niggas. Like, yeah, that's bullshit. 30-something odd years later, now you want to talk about he was boosting stats. Now that's gonna make motherfuckers look at, was he really the all-time assist person now? Because how much of that shit was really juked up and how much was it actual?
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, though.
Yeah. So, like you can't boost the stats up enough. 15,000 assists. Like, how many? Come on, man. Like, stop it, bro. Like, man, bozos, man. Dude needs to be, man. Just why now, man? Why now?
Fuck him. Fuck
him. Word. All right, let's get into our bozos. So first bozo, and you know, people might not like this, but anyway, NC State, North Carolina State swimmer Owen Lloyd was stripped of his title after celebrating with his teammates. So basically, he crossed the finish line first. He touched the wall first, scored. His boy came in after him, I believe. So yeah, he said Lloyd after he scored, after he won, hurdled on top of the barrier and reached over to celebrate with Dant, who fell into the teammate's lane as the race was still going on. So because he crossed over into the lane accidentally, they stripped him of his title. Bozo. Come on, man. Let the damn kids celebrate. Like, what's that all about?
But I mean, when it comes to certain sports, they got certain rules and codes and conducts with they shit. So he fucked up.
Man, that's bozo, man. Owen Lloyd, man, they got to put a petition of you to get your title back, man. They need to get that man his title back. He won that joint fair and square because he fell into the lane, man. Stop it, man. Lighten up. Lighten up, man. Use some discretion. I get his rules, but use some discretion at some point, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, next bozo are these two dum-dums who decided, let's break into the Clippers' new $2 billion arena and wreak havoc on it. It's not even done yet. Like, these kids broke into it. They climbed on an orange ladder outside of construction grounds, and they posted a 90-second TikTok video.
Yeah. They showing them doing this shit. That's what I don't understand today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be in front of a camera and these motherfuckers doing a crime on camera. Like, weirdo. You want that much fucking attention? How old were these little dudes anyway?
They were juveniles. I mean, they ain't releasing their ages, but they
ages, but they little shorties. Yeah, they was bored or probably high off some shit. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, they in Crocs and all that stuff. Like, they dunking in their Crocs and their pajamas and stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of funny, but come on, kids, man. You're like, come on, stop it, man. Like, what do you like? I don't know, man. Again, if you're gonna do it, don't post the damn thing. If you get caught with their surveillance, I got it. But you posted a video in your own doing that, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? You better hope they ain't coming to your house, knocking on your door, trying to press charges, man. Let the stadium be done first. At least let it be done first before you break in. Crazy.
Right.
Crazy. All right, when we get out of here, man, I want to throw a couple shout-outs, man. Shout out LeBron James, man, 40,000 points, man. The only player to have 40,000 points. I don't know if anybody will ever get that, ever get 40,000 points in the NBA. Till 40,000 points, I should say. Shout out LeBron, man. He's still not the GOAT.
Yo, shout him out. But now, since we just talked about that other dude boosting stats, was his shit boosted too?
Right? Did you boost a couple of his one? And with one basket that wasn't two, was it really a
You know what I'm
three?
saying? Like, it make you think now, you know what I'm saying? Or that's 30 years from now, this shit gonna come out about LeBron.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy, man. They already think the NBA is rigged. But anyway, yeah, so shout out LeBron. Shout out to Xavier Worthy. What team is he on? He ran a 4.2. He ran a 4. What did he run? He ran a 40 and 4.2. So 4.240 he ran. Damn. So 4.21 seconds. He beat the record for John Ross, who ran it at 4.22. You know what I mean? So he beat it by like a hundredth of a point or whatever, tenth of a point. Again, my math ain't never that great. I need my kids here for that. But anyway, yeah, shout out to him. Great record, great run, 40 time. See if you translate to the pros. You know, shout out to Caitlin Clark. She just passed Pete Maravich, all-time scoring list in college basketball, male or female. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to her. Jake Paul? Did you watch your boy Jake Paul fight last night?
Nah, I only seen a couple. Seen some highlights. I didn't get to see it though. But they talking like, dude, is like they thinking like he good as hell. I don't know. They saying it's beginner's luck, but they giving bro a lot of little props now since he knocking people out.
He knows how to put on a show. His promotion is right. He's making money off it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's look. He fought the person that he fought that was an actual boxer. I think this guy was a boxer that he fought is a boxer.
Right.
Which is Tommy Fury. This guy's brother, Tommy Fury beat him. You know what I'm saying? He needs to start fighting boxers. To me, like boxers that we, you know what I mean. Even if it's up and comers, fight boxers. Not no more MMA guys. None of that.
Right,
fight boxers.
right. Yeah,
fight
that's
boxers.
a whole other field for them. Yeah, fight a real boxer. Yeah.
Fight boxers, and then you know what I mean. But he's got my attention. I was kind of hating on him at first, and I shouldn't hate on anybody. But I was kind of But you know what? He's good. You know what I mean? I give him that. He's worked at. He's taking it seriously. I give him that. Props to Jake Paul. Shout out to Jake Paul. But I want to see him fight some. I want to see him fight some actual professional fighters, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's look for us on Straight Drop. You know, we talking about all the type of crazy stuff going on over there. You know, we got our trendings. Definitely the main topic. Always gonna be a goofy of the week. Somebody always doing something goofy. You know what I mean? So look for us there on Straight Drop. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and also listening on Spotify. Check us out every weekend. YouTube, Spotify, Fanatical Massholes Show. Thank my sponsors once again.
Like, share, subscribe, all of it.
Exactly. Thank my sponsors. Big Belly Barbecue, Young Fly Forever, for Insane Lex, your boy Mizzo. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Peace and blessings. We out.
All right.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up,
Forever. Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as a get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as a get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit.